is Kristina. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because I get so many questions that are about me, and it's the same questions over and over in every video that I put up. You know, I get the same questions, even though a lot of them are like frequently asked questions that are listed on my main page, but a lot of people don't go to read that. So I have to keep answering the same questions in every video. So I figured instead of answering the same questions in every video, which a lot of times are even repetitive, I would get the same question over and over in the same video, and I keep answering it like in the comment section just because people don't read through like the previous comments. So I figured why not just make a video and answer all of these questions at once, so that way I don't have to keep going through the comments and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these few questions in the order that I get them, like from most frequent to least frequent. So the one that I get the most is, what is my nationality? So I'm half Cuban and half Ukrainian. My dad is Cuban and my mom is Ukrainian. And that being said, on my dad's side, I have family that's Cuban and also Spanish because my dad's ancestry is from Spain, so that's why my last name is a Basque last name, which is a region in Spain. And then my mom's family is Ukrainian and Russian and Belarusian, which is like the three Slavic countries. So I have family members that are from all those three countries. The number 2 question is, where am I from and what kind of accent do I have? So I was born in Ukraine, and then when I was about 3 years old, I went to Cuba for a year to live there. So my first language was Spanish, and then we went back to live in Ukraine, and my second language was Russian because Ukraine is bilingual, so they have Russian and Ukrainian. So my second language was Russian, and then when I went to school when I was 7, I learned Ukrainian because that's the official language that you have to learn. And then I moved here to the States when I was 12, so now I'm speaking English, so that's like 4 languages all mixed up in my accent. And I also took French for 4 years of high school and as well as in college, so I can read in French and stuff like that. So all that mixed up in my accent, I don't know what kind of, you tell me like what kind of accent I have, but there's where I'm from. I was born and raised in Ukraine pretty much, and I've lived here in the States for 9 years. So yeah. Then the third most common question I get is, what color is my hair? Because a lot of people, I guess, assume that I dye my hair, so they just ask like, would you tell me like the number of the dye that you use? What color is your hair? Like, I don't use any dye. I have never ever dyed my hair. I have highlighted it twice, but that kind of like fades away. So my hair is just light brown naturally. It kind of gradually always went darker as I grew up. So like my ends are lighter than my roots, because when I was really little, up to like I was like 4 maybe, I was blonde, and then it started to turn into like a dirty blonde, like light brown color, and then it was kind of like light brown throughout. And now it's just getting like a little bit darker right now. It's not black, but it's like a dark brown up here and then light brown here. But then in the summer, my hair gets lightened naturally by the sun, so it's, it like gets darker up here, and then you can see it like in the winter, it's darker up here. It looks like I kind of dyed it, but it's not like a harsh line. It just sort of looks darker. And then in summer, it gets lightened again, so it's all light. And I've lightened it twice myself by highlighting my hair, and I never like dyed it all one color, and I never would, but I did highlight it twice, and it was very like natural sort of highlights. It wasn't like streaks that you could see, and I actually talked about it in one of my previous videos, and I will link that video below in the info bar because I actually show you guys the dye that I used. I bought it and did it myself, so I didn't go to a salon. I bought this dye. It was from Garnier Nutrice, and it was just like this blonde dye in champagne color, and I showed that exact dye in the video that I will link below, so you can go and see that. But all I did was use the actual dye. It's not like a highlighting kit or anything like that, and I just took separate pieces that are like really small and made them lighter, and it didn't make it blonde because my hair was brown, so it just made them a little bit lighter than my hair, so it's very natural looking. Like, you could barely see it in videos afterwards. People are like, oh, I can't like even barely see your highlights, but they were there. So it was just like in person I could see them. It wasn't just like really obvious, like, oh my god, that girl's got like highlights, like those people who make like those chunky highlights and walk around with them. Like, no, that's just tacky. So I guess my hair is just light brown. I don't know what color, I don't know what other way to put it. I will put pictures on my blog, which is k3chocolate.blogspot.com, and you can go in there and like get a picture of it, because I've had a subscriber before ask me to take a picture of just my hair to send to her because she wanted to go to her stylist and get her hair dyed the same color. So if you want like a picture of it, I'll put pictures of my hair on my blog like coming up like really soon. But other than that, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just my color. Then the other frequently asked question that I get is, what does my username mean? K3Chocolate. So And I've gotten some like questions before in my comments were like, are you familiar with like the K3 band from like, I don't know, Belgium or somewhere? I've never heard of them. No, that is not why my username is K3 Chocolate. It's because, okay, so I made my username for YouTube a long time ago when I was like in high school, because like my senior year of high school, because I wanted to subscribe to like this channel that I put up episodes of a show that I used to watch when I was little, so I wanted to like be able to watch them all the time and know when they're like put up and stuff like that. So that's why I made the username, and it's just something that I made up when I had like back when everybody used MySpace before Facebook. I just wanted a username, so I basically just took, when I was like, so I did this for MySpace first when I was like 15. I just made it up, and then I like reused the same username like YouTube and stuff like that. So if I had known that I was going to be making videos, I would not have chosen that name, but you know, it's over now, so whatever. So basically K, it's from Kristina, which is my first name. Obviously 3 is just my favorite number, and then chocolate is just because I like chocolate and I eat it like every single day. So that's that simple. There's really nothing to it that's like, oh my gosh, what does it mean, like some encryption or something like that. It's really not. So it's not associated with like any bands or anything like that. The other question I get is, what am I studying in college? So yes, I'm a senior in college now. I'm 22. And I'm studying psychology, so that's my major, and there's also a minor here in America. So not like in Ukraine, there's not a minor in some other countries, so it's kind of confusing, but it's sort of like you have a major, which is what you're studying predominantly, and then a minor is something that is your other kind of concentration, so you can pick anything. So it's biology, so psychology, biology, but biology is not more like, but biology is not like really, you know, primary. Like my major is psychology. That's what my degree is in. Then other questions I get are always on my diet and exercise routine, and people always ask me to make videos on that. They're like, can you make a video on your diet tips and like exercises you do? So I can't even make a video about that because I'm like the most horrible person to ask that question. Like I do not diet and I don't really exercise. Like the only exercise I do is dance. So I'm not talking about like dancing, go with your girlfriends to a club and dancing. I'm talking about like actual dancing, like ballroom dancing, go-go dancing, stuff like that, that actually like exercises you. So, you know, but it's not like exercise like a gym. Like I hate going to the gym. I've tried that before. It does not work. Like I hate running. I just don't exercise. I like to keep fit, you know, by doing things I like dancing and stuff like that, but I would never like go to the gym and be like, 1, 2, like lifting weights or like running around the block. It's just not me. And then as far as diet goes, I just try to eat like healthier things like since November. If you watched my November favorites video, you remembered that I said I try not to drink soda anymore, and I try to eat things that are not fast food. So sometimes once in a while I do eat fast food now, but like I try not to do that. So, you know, I don't really have a diet that I follow or anything like that. I'm not like counting calories and carbs and all this crazy stuff, but I mean, if you have a choice, if you're not like out running around where you have to get a snack somewhere, if you have a choice of like going to get a burger at a fast food restaurant and having a home cooked meal, or you know, something that's healthier like a salad with meat in it, not just like lettuce, but you know what I mean, like it's still good, but it's not like a greasy sort of fast food. It's kind of an obvious choice, like which one is healthier. So it's kind of like that. So that's what I try to do more, but I'm not like on a diet where, you know, oh my gosh, like I cannot have any sweets, I cannot like eat this or that. Like no, that's just kind of bad for you. I think if you want to lose weight, you should just try to exercise it off and obviously not eat like greasy, nasty food. But other than that, I think it's really bad if you're like always counting your calories and not letting yourself eat properly, because your body needs the nutrition, you know. I think that's not the right way to do it, but that's just my opinion. And then the last question I'm going to answer is, what is my height? So I'm 5'4", and a lot of videos I get comments, or even in my pictures on my Facebook and stuff like that, people think I'm taller just because I guess my legs are kind of longer. I'm not sure what it is, but people think I'm like taller than I am, and I'm really like not. 5'4" is actually average in America for a woman. I looked it up, and it's not short, it's not tall, it's just average. I wish I was a little bit taller, yeah, but you know, I'm 5'4", so yeah, that's my height. So people just ask me that in like my outfit of the day and outfit of the night videos and stuff like that. So my height is 5'4", and now you know. So that was it for my video. I hope that cleared some things up, and thank you so much for watching. So that is it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!